Hi everyone, I'm Ben Gonzalez. This is TDI. So, if you're thinking about supplementing your income by maybe renting out your home or doing some ride sharing on the side, you also need to think about how that will affect your insurance. So, today we're going to talk a little bit about that with Melissa Herman. She's one of the managers in our property and casualty area. Hi Melissa, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for doing this. Well, let's start off with the ride sharing. So, anytime you get behind the wheel of a car, there's some risk involved, but how does that risk change if you're doing it in the course of a business?
Well, some of the risks are injuries to you, injuries to a passenger in your vehicle, injuries to a possible pedestrian or anybody else maybe in another vehicle, as well as damages to your vehicle, damages to other properties such as another vehicle or building or something you might hit, as well as personal items that you might have in your vehicle or your passenger's personal items.
So, is my regular auto insurance going to cover me if I'm driving for a service like an Uber or Lyft type of company?
No, most personal auto policies will exclude you while you're driving for any sort of rideshare businesses. Now, some policies now offer you some sort of coverage if you call and get that added, but even then it's very limited, such as while you're waiting to pick up a passenger. So call your agent, tell them that you'll be, driving for a rideshare company and possible what kind of coverages they might have to offer. Now, some companies such as Uber and Lyft are required to have insurance, but that insurance will probably not cover you or your vehicle. Now, it might cover injuries to a passenger in your vehicle, but we always recommend calling the companies as well prior to you starting to drive for them.
And I guess it's not as unusual or out there as it was a couple of years ago, so your agent can probably help you with that.
Yeah.
You mentioned the passenger being protected. Is there anything that I need to do as a rider of a ride share to protect myself?
Yeah, so you can always, before you get in an Uber or Lyft, you can always check the app or the website to see what kind of coverage they might have for you as a passenger. You can also call your insurance company to see if you're covered at all while you're a passenger in the vehicle. Also, if you are driving, it's always best to protect yourself, make sure you have adequate coverage as well. So again, check the contract before you start driving, as well as call your agent or look at your insurance company.
Yeah, I guess as a if I was doing ride sharing, I'd probably be on the road more often than I would be normally. So maybe you want to talk to your agent about that as well.
Yes, definitely.
All right, well, let's turn our attention to the home now. If I'm thinking about renting out part of my home as a home share or the whole home or some amenity there, what do I need to be aware of?
So any possible damage to your house or your property or any belongings inside your house, as well as maybe any injuries to guests that are renting out your home, as well as damage to the guest property and any possible damage that could happen to your neighbor's houses as well.
Oh, really? The neighbors too. I hadn't thought about that. What happens if somebody were to get injured at my home? Will my regular homeowners cover me there?
Most homeowners, renters insurance, or condo policies have very limited coverage or exclude you or your house while you're renting it out for a business. So always call your agent and see if there's anything you could add to your policy, as well as ask if you're going through a company to rent out your house. Ask that company if there's any additional policies you can buy as well.
Hmm. I guess for both of these situations, there's also, I guess, umbrella coverage is kind of a backstop out there.
Yeah, you can definitely see if your umbrella coverage or if you don't have a coverage, see if you can get it added. But make sure you tell your agent that you're looking for the umbrella coverage because you plan on renting out your house or your condo just to make sure there's no gaps in coverage.
Right. I guess the same thing could apply if it's a business. There might be some exclusions involved. Um, all right. Last question. If I'm ready for a vacation, but I don't want to stay in a hotel, so I'm going to use a home share. Is there anything? Do I need to buy the coverage that's sometimes offered on those websites?
It depends. We always recommend call your agent or the insurance company where your homeowner's rental or condo policy's from. Let them know that you plan on renting out a house as a guest and see what kind of coverages it might have. It might have coverage for your personal belongings while at that house, maybe any injury coverage, but you always want to ask first. And if they tell you that there is no coverage, then you can always call the company you're using to rent out the property and see what kind of options they have. But always check with your own company first, just to make sure. If you're already paying for it, it's always good to just check there first.
Yep, that's perfect. The agent is there to assist you. Thanks, Melissa. I really appreciate this. So we always tell people that insurance touches all parts of their lives, and I guess that includes rentals as well these days. So if you're looking for information about your home or auto insurance, our website is a great place to start. It's tdi.texas.gov. Or if you want to talk to somebody, you can always call our helpline. That's 1-800-252-3439. So for Melissa Herman, I'm Ben Gonzalez. This is TDI.